Sorry, guys. I was on Dagestan time. I didn't realize that it was already 1:30 almost. What's up? What's up? What's up? It's cooking up, up, up. What's up, folks? Welcome to the live. It's Monday. I overslept, bro. I won't lie to you. Fucking, oh my God. I feel like a bag of bones, dude. Like, you guys know my weekend schedule is crazy. It's all day Saturday live stream, then it's the recap, then it's all day study Sunday, then it's the full car picks. I said to myself, bro, close my fucking eyes, sleep, and yeah, got up a little late. Oh, good. I'm gonna plan on, trying to actually be live at 12:30 tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna force myself to go to bed. You haven't even finished my weekly breakdown yet, and you already have a live stream. Listen, bro, I hustle, dude. I'm live every day. We're back to work, bro. We gotta hustle, man. My day's going nice, Static Extract. I'm going to do a nice push day at the gym a little later, get a nice pump hit. I'm doing 30 minutes of cardio today. I was doing 25 for the past 3 weeks. I'm upping it to 30 this week. Had some fucking eggs and avocado with some toast. My God, bro. I started the day off right. After this stream, probably going to have a, pretty simple lunch, a little bit of rice, a little bit of turkey, and make some magic happen, go work out. It's going to be good. Got to take a reset sometimes. Good for the long term. I'll eventually probably take, I don't know. I'll take a vacation at some point. My cousin's having a kid in August and they're having a baby shower, I think in May. So I'll probably take a little vacay. Hopefully I don't have to miss a pay-per-view or anything like that. If it's a pay-per-view, I'll tell them, listen, guys, love you, but it's a fucking pay-per-view. But let me see. Because I think it's May. Let's go May 10th. I don't know what's the date, but I know it's May something. I'll still be doing content throughout the week, but that might be the one fight companion this year that I don't know if I do. Depends. It's a while from now, though. It's nothing confirmed. I don't even have the exact dates. Ebo Aslan's dead to you. I never want to hear about Turkey again. I warned you all week he was a fraud. I warned you all week. Your buddy met Andre Feely and Ricky Simone. That's pretty cool. Walker interview. I haven't reached out to him, but I guess I could. I need to get a guy who comes on the live show. I only want the live interviews, bro. I don't want to do fucking pre-recorded. No, unless it's like, I don't know. Ooh. It's so funny, bro. I was looking at my comments just now. Guy says, dude, this guy picked fucking Basharat. He's a Muppet. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, bro, everybody picked Basharat too, but what about the other locks? It's crazy the nitpicky negative fuckheads in the comments, guys. I love them. I like have very rarely missed fight companions. I don't really like to miss them. The only reason I'll miss them is like if it's like a major event of like friends or family, something like that. Once in a blue moon. Rare. I think I missed one fight companion last year. Yeah, I missed one. I was not in the country. And outside of that, I hit every other one. You just saw that comment, Vulture? It's funny as fuck. At the end of the day, Basharat got laid clean. We're going to take losses. Yeah, I agree, MMA Vulture. A lot of 50-50 fights, man. This is definitely an interesting card. I have some unexpected underdogs. You respect a tomorrow pick, but he's going down. You're going Charles Johnson. Are you picking Johnson just because he's an underdog? I will say I see why you like the Charles Johnson side. He's got the length advantage. He's really experienced in the UFC. Like, I get it. The person posted that after the fight, of course, man. If you look through my comments, though, if you guys ever want to get a good laugh, go look through my comments of my last full card prediction video, and you guys can see these fucking ass clowns talking reckless, and then just obviously when the shit actually goes down and it hits the fan, they run. Been riding with Charles Johnson since he got hot. I'm not jumping off the train. See, I respect that, Junior Troy. Favorite card this year so far? I think 311 still got it for me. Nah, maybe Saudi. I like last week's card, though. I like the prelims a lot. The MMA Experts mugs will start to sell at some point. Once I pass 50,000 subs, I got some ideas, man. I do. I have some plans, man. I have like a 50,000 subscriber special idea. Things like that. Like if you look, bro, you can read. You look. These comments are awesome though. I love them. Guys, remember this laying your hard-earned money on Modestus Bukauskas is a choice. I do not feel sorry for you. Then he gets a win. The explanation reason for 3 fights in this card is way too inconsistent. Pick Kute La because of experienced and faded Menafield. Look at that, bro. I love it. I love it. I love the calls, brother. I love the calls. It's just fun to look at the comments. AJ, I said to you, Ricky Simone seemed different. I didn't in your live chat. There was something about him. I slept on Kute Laba though. You picked him. Yeah, I picked Kute Laba, dude. MMA Experts #1 overall last 4 weeks per UFC prediction. Is that true, Mike D? Holy shit. Woo. I knew that I'd be ranked pretty high up for another good card, but let's go. I mean, dude, I lock into the tape. I give it my best go, and I'm not afraid to pick underdogs that people don't believe in. AJ won me 600 profit. I do always go with his picks, his inside knowledge. Hey, thank you, Moon River Tables. I appreciate it, bro. You're a good man. I think I forgot to reply to your DM, bro. I should probably just look at it right now and see what you said while it's on my mind. All right, Moon River Tables. You said you reached out to me on Instagram. Let me see. Let me see here. Let me see. Moon River Table. I'm assuming that you have the same name. Bro, I got so many fucking messages, dude. Oh my god. Like I try to answer people, bro, it's hard. Fuck. Where is he? Moon River Table. He said, yo, I'm gonna say yo right back to you, bro. Yo, if you want to actually mail me a table, dude, that's probably not possible. I don't have a PO box or anything. Damn, people been giving me hella love, bro. Fuck yeah. Wow. It's crazy when you go into your like requested messages. There's so many, dude. Holy shit. Holy shnikes. Holy shnikes, guys. Holy shnikes. Greasy car this week. Liking your picks, though. Women's over. Pinto, Gomez. I agree. But, bro, like, I have no interest in those women's fights. I won't lie to you. I literally did all my other predictions first, then I went back to them, and I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I think the women's fights are just there to, like, throw your fucking mind off for the other matchups. Like, I don't really care. I don't even want to count them. Like, I was, like, thinking to myself, should I just not pick the women's fights? But I'm like, all right, I have to. Not that I don't like women's MMA. It's just the level of women's MMA that we have going down this week is, like, pretty bad. Yeah, AJ's not afraid to pick the dog if the tape says so. His depth and knowledge go far. Thank you, Terry. And I say you can't be afraid, bro. You listen, I've been doing this a long time. Fuck the odds. Okay? That's what I will tell you. Fuck the odds, bro. The odds are deceptive, right? Like, let's look at last week. Song Yadong and Henry Cejudo. The odds were so wide, and people were like, oh, but Henry's a former champ. That right there is a bait line. So it gets you to try to chase the underdog, right? The bait, hey, play the dog. Look at the big plus money you can get. Look at the big plus money. And then occasionally random shit happens like Basharat, Simone, and whatnot. But at the end of the day, you can't be afraid to fucking make a pick. You can't. Sneaky Patterson call. I'm liking it. I don't understand this Danny Barlow hype. I don't fucking get it at all, dude. I don't get it. I think he's okay. He's got some boxing, but I don't know how his grappling is. I know Sam Patterson is a very talented prospect. Oh, but he got knocked out by, Ashmus. He got caught with a big punch down in weight. Shit happens in fights. Ripsky profit strikes again. I'm chilling on the Ripsky. They said he broke his hand in the fight before, too. They said he broke his hand against Josh Quinlan. So let's look at something. So let's say that both of those statements are true. So we have a guy that has a fragile hand. What happens if he breaks his hand in the first round in this fight? He seems to have issues with his hand then. Matsumoto did good, man. Matsumoto was competitive. It was a close fight. He's a good prospect. Rob Font is an OG, bro. And Matsumoto actually put a really good account for himself, right? I had to be hard anti-Matsumoto all week because I locked Font. But at the end of the day, Matsumoto proved himself. He's quality. You think he's gonna break it on Patterson's face, dude? You really sit there and watch Barlow, and you pay attention. I don't think he's nearly as good as advertised. Watch him versus Veretinikov. Watch the third round. Look at the flaws in his striking, broken hand or not. When the fight gets tiring, right? I've watched a lot of boxing in the past, being a kid, even amateur boxing in person. When fighters get tired in a fight, they start slapping their punches. Slapping punches is an ineffective technique. And I think that when you're taking on a talented 12-2 guy like Sam Patterson, so unless you knock him out early, you're live to get choked out. That's the thing. Barlow's got power. If you can come after him quick, if Barlow can crack him with big shots in the first round, live. He's live for a knockout. There's no delusion. But ultimately, what happens if he doesn't get Sam Patterson out? What if Patterson's defense is good? I'll tell you why I like Patterson's defense in this fight. This is what I'll tell you why I like it. Danny Barlow likes to throw straight punches. Understand that the tall, long fighter and Sam Patterson's biggest vulnerability will be for punches over the top, right? Not really Barlow's style. I'm not saying he couldn't throw a hook or an overhand, but he likes to throw straights. He likes to throw clean, straight punches right down the center line. And when you have another tall guy that's relatively technical, I actually think that Sam Patterson's boxing defense is going to look quite good in this matchup. I used the comparison, and I didn't use it in the breakdown officially, but I'll use it here. And look at Tom Nolan versus Slava Claus. The reason that Tom Nolan has been caught by big punches and dropped by lesser guys is because they tend to have a bit of a chaotic flow with the way they hook shots, whereas Slava Claus is very tactical. And when you see a tactical type of kickboxer versus another technically sound fighter, the defense makes more sense as opposed to like a wild fighter. Sometimes the wild styles that are not on paper technically sound, right, but they're effective in fighting, find vulnerabilities and openings on the technical strikers. But in a matchup with Barlow and Patterson, I feel as though Patterson's defense should be quite sound. He's got good range. Being taller than Barlow is going to be a big test. Like, is Danny Barlow used to being the shorter guy? Let's look at, if we look at Danny Barlow's run, because now I really want to get into it. We're going to look at his record. I'll bring up Tapology because I knew this fight would be one that we'll want to elaborate on and I want to discuss further. So I'm going to actually bring up Danny Barlow's record. We're going to go into a little Barlow rant for the next couple of minutes. You think I'm spot on? Hey, thank you, bro. All right, let's go here. Share the screen. Let me get Danny Barlow up. Okay, so Danny Barlow right now, 9-0 record, solid prospect. Beat Nikolay Veretinikov. Veretinikov was 2 inches shorter with a 5-inch reach disadvantage. He's also 34 years old and a journeyman. He beat Josh Quinlan, who's terrible. Josh Quinlan at the time was 6-1. Josh Quinlan is now 6-4, and he just got choked out in the first round in the regional scene. Recognize that Josh Quinlan win. Yes, it's a W, but not super impressive, right? Keep moving down. Raheem Forrest. Raheem Forrest got fucked up really bad against Charles Radke before they fought. Danny Barlow handled business, and then he lost another fight thereafter. He's also 5'11", right? Look at the fight before against Julius Gill. 6'3", tall guy, 24, but 2-1. Super inexperienced, probably doesn't know how to use that range, right? Look at this other fight here. Beat a guy, Trevor Olson, 5'11", right? More experienced guy, but journeyman, 5-5. 1-0. Now we're getting into the guys with no experience here. He got knocked, he got submitted actually by Keith Dow. Who's this guy? Heel hooked. What I'll say is this: ignore the amateur fights. Low-level opposition. The tallest guy he fought was 5-5, right? Or 2-1 rather, Jarius Gill, right? So yeah, he finished him. He handled business there, but Jarius Gill is 2-2 and hasn't fought since that fight. No, he's 2-4 now. This guy's terrible. How is he going to fare against a fighter who is talented and tall and long? Okay. Sam Patterson, 12-2 record. The guy is crafty and experienced. All right. 2 UFC wins back-to-back by first-round sub where he looked very dangerous on the ground. Yes, a bad loss to, Ashmoose, no doubt about it. He got caught with a perfect punch. But look at the weight class, 155. This guy was way too skinny at 55. He's filled into a better frame at 170. He's got a lot of experience, man. Beat a Magomedov by submission, okay? He was in Brave whooping ass. Do you guys understand how impressive that is? Brave is a quality organization, man. And for him to go out and get consistent wins like this Kamil Magomedov guy who's now 19-4. This guy was fucking 18-6 the time they fought. He didn't fight cans. Understand that Sam Patterson has put the fucking work in for years. So sure, could he get caught with a big punch? Yes. But just because he got knocked out one time, don't fall victim into the belief that he doesn't take a shot, because he does. He will. Sam Patterson is a good underdog this week, and I like Sam Patterson a lot. I'm looking at Charles Johnson. He got bullied on the ground by Durden, Esvam, and Osborne and had some success. Is Temarov's grappling solid? Temarov is relatively solid, but what I'll say is Temarov's striking is way better than those three, but I also think he matches those guys in physicality. Charles Johnson is on a great run right now, and a lot of people are high on Charles Johnson. But ultimately, when you pay attention to the guys Charles Johnson's beaten, you got to recognize the pattern, okay? Azat Maxim turned out to be a bit of a fraud. He has no punching power, right? Azat Maxim can't crack. Jake Hadley, decent enough fighter, well-versed, and Charles Johnson winning that fight's impressive. He beat a guy who's okay. Knocking out Joshua Van's impressive. He did get caught with some decent shots in the second round. Van closed the gap, but Van, very young, caught by a big shot, got dropped. Suma Derji win. Maderji's a long, rangy striker, but durability issues and no momentum. Ramazan Temirov is riding a 10-fight fucking win streak. Yes, he's short at 5'4", definitely a factor, but he has 11 knockout wins in the fucking flyweight division. Ramazan Temirov is a force to be reckoned with. Okay? He is a force to be reckoned with. Ramazan Temirov is not some fucking can guy that quits. No. If you look, Ramazan Temirov has gone 3 rounds before. He's beaten good wrestlers. He's beaten good strikers. He's undefeated in Rising. He was 2-0 and he had 2 knockout wins. The guy's talented, and I think that Ramazan Temirov has top 10, not even, I'd say top 5 potential. I could see the style of Ramazan Temirov posing a threat to an Alexandre Pantoja. That's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll tell you. Hey, Danny 420. The pick should tell so itself, bro. The pick should tell you. The call should tell you. Don't fall trap into just looking at parlays that miss. Those are degens. I will say I'm not fucking locking in no shiesty overs in the parlays. I got to stick with straight picks. Maybe one with an over. What's up, Jake BB? Good to see you, bro. No, I don't think Pinto loses like Rebellis to Spain. Pinto's good, man. Rebellis to Spain was a manufactured hype train. Yeah, I agree. The Sam Patterson thing getting KO'd is reminiscent of Hooker against Honor Allen. Weight cutting surely affects your durability. And I think Sam Patterson's chin was heavily affected by that weight cut. I feel like he doesn't bring enough of a grappling threat. Striking wise, Johnson could outstrike him and mix in takedowns. Johnson from the outside could be dangerous. Johnson is very long. He kickboxes well. But ultimately, Charles Johnson, I know he knocked out Joshua Van, not normally a huge power puncher. Ramazan Temirov is going to have a challenge against Charles Johnson, but I'm going to predict that he passes the challenge ultimately. I like Ramazan a lot. You think your predictions have any effect on the lines? I released my predictions last night. Let's see. Maybe Friday's show. Sam Patterson is a plus 250 underdog. He's still a huge dog against Danny Barlow. Chepe Mariscal has only gotten bigger as a favorite. Wow. I did not pick Ricardo Ramos, but I will tell you he's training at Fighting Nerds, and you should be careful. I don't think Mariscal is worth a bet in a parlay either. AJ on literally on my break. Perfect timing, Vince D. Perfect timing. They released Despain just because he showed no grappling. I think Bryce Mitchell might fight against Gene Silva. He accepted it. I don't know why Johnson is the first fight of the night. To be honest, they should be the co-main event. Charles Johnson, Ramazan Temirov should be the co-main event of this card, but it's the first fight of the night. I do not understand the placement. I don't know what personal vendetta the UFC has against Charles Johnson. They're throwing him. Why are they doing this? This is why, bro, you guys, I would run the UFC better. This is fucking retarded, okay? This is retarded. Excuse my language, no offense to anybody that's actually, mentally challenged. Danny Silva, Lucas Almeida, Luana Carolina, Montana De La Rosa, Andrea Lee, JJ Aldrich, Douglas Silva de Andrade, John Castaneda, Ricardo Ramos, Jose Mariscal. Charles Johnson and Temirov could easily be the featured prelim, but if you want to put Ramos and Mariscal ahead, that's fine. Why is it that we have Cody Brundage and Julian Marquez in the co-main event when Charles Johnson and Ramazan Temirov is a fight that actually has championship potential? Like, if both of those guys were to go on 2 more fights in a row, they're in the mix. Like, there is no chance that Cody Brundage or Marquez is anywhere close to the title picture. I think it's a disgrace to put him in the co-main event because what they're doing is they're limiting the visibility on such a good prospect in Ramazan Temirov. This is an idiotic bout order. Whoever's behind it at the UFC should get slapped by Dana White because this is a massive mistake. Because let's say Ramazan Temirov goes out and performs. If he's in the co-main event, you have him as a legit contender now. But because he's the first fight of the night, less people will see it. Why would they do that? What's the logic? Why is the number 12 guy in the world at flyweight in the first fight of the night? Nobody else is ranked on the whole fucking prelim, not on the next fight, not on the next one. So the main card is filled with unranked fighters. The only other ranked fighter on this fucking card is the first fight of the night. That is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. The UFC is idiotic for that. Even if you don't want to put it as the co-main event, it should at least be higher up in the prelims. I think it should be on the main card. Ramazan Temirov is fucking incredible as a prospect, and Charles Johnson is a ranked flyweight. Why would that ever be the first fight of the night? And why are they wasting spots on matchups that don't fucking matter? Luana Carolina, Montana De La Rosa. That fight doesn't fucking matter in the grand scheme. Luana Carolina might win 4 fights in a row. I think she can get a close one done over De La Rosa. Who really cares? Regardless of that. Title aspirations? No. Aldrich and Andrea Lee. Andrea Lee has lost 5 fights in a row, for fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I think Ribovic's Haqparast is the real co-main event. Put Temirov Johnson on the featured bout. Wow. The chick fights on the card are a complete disgrace. Complete fucking disgrace. The UFC should be shamed, and I'm going to shame them publicly right here, that this type of bout order makes me question who the fuck is running the show. Who is it? Is it ChatGPT just putting cards together randomly? Is there a vendetta against Charles Johnson? Because Cody Brundage and Julian Marquez do not deserve to be co-main event fighters. Both of them barely deserve to be on the UFC roster at this point, let alone a co-main event of a fucking card. Haqparast, Ribovic's real co-main event. Austin Lane and Pinto, I know they want to build Pinto up as a prospect, but that fight realistically at best is a main card opener. Gomez and Haider Ramil, I mean, that could be a prelim fight. I think Ramos and Chepe Mariscal is a more hyped fight than Gomez and fucking Haider Ramil. I get it. Gomez won that controversial decision, so he's got a little hype. I don't understand. Oh my God. The matchmaking on this card is fine. It's the bout order that's absolutely stupid. Absolutely stupid. Co-main event is a straight up fight you would see walking into a bar. It is. It's a fucking bar fight. I don't understand the bout order, dude. Guys, this is a disgrace. The bout order is a fucking disgrace. They're giving me a shit sandwich, bro. What do they say, man? If you're eating shit, don't nibble it. Just fucking chew, swallow, and get the fuck over it, man. That's it. Bite it in whole. And we're just eating shit. The UFC is feeding us bullshit. They don't want that haircut on the main card, I guess. So they have 2 of the lower To your guys in the co-main event. Okay. You need help with a parlay. You have Chepe Pinto, but you need a third for plus money. Gomez or Cop. Bro, parlay's a D-gen shit. You might as well just be a D-gen. Be a savage, bro. Throw Sam Patterson. Get yourself fucking plus 500. Always remember, the bookies want you to parlay. Always remember, the parlays are just for fun. Always remember, the parlays are where people lose the most money. Always remember that. The bookies make most of their cash on a parlay. You lay down a money line, your success is much more imminent. Hey, thank you, Jake BB, for giving me the pass. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me, dude. You're a good man. You're a good man. You're a good man, bro. What a wild ass day. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Joshua Van is going to punch a hole in the overrated Ray Saruya's head. Ray Saruya is completely overrated, dude. You hit the font fluffy parlay up 3 weeks in a row. Good shit, Nacho guy. Good shit. Right. They make the parlays look attractive. So you end up making the mistake of, throwing a 5-legger together and then losing. The parlay section that I do on this week's Best MMA Bets, can we just all talk about it now? It's just for fun. I'm not telling you to fucking throw serious guys. If the gambling side of things is based upon high quality money lines and occasional props and once in a while a parlay. But the parlays are sprinkles, dude. The parlays are light touches. If you're looking to make the majority of your butter on the parlay, bro, you better be a 2-leg at best. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach. Is that the fight you're talking about? You got a 7-leg, Vanderford, Simone, Kutelaba, Font, Philly, Walker, and Allen, but straight bet them all and came out ahead. Bro, straight betting them, like you're not going to get the same plus, but you're not going to lose all your money if one loses. You see what I'm saying? Listen, if you do a 12-leg and miss 2, ultimately it's still a loss. You would have made more money lining. It's just, listen, bro. Let me tell you guys why I'm the realest in the game. Okay? Degenerate gambling is a bad habit. If you want to intelligently gamble on fights to look to make some cash and to have a good time and to test your knowledge, I'm all in. I'm all for that. But if you're telling me you're throwing down majority of the money that you make in, a paycheck on betting, I'll tell you being extremely irresponsible because fighting is not a game of fucking inches. Inches is a far stretch. It's a game of fucking millimeters and it's a game of milliseconds. Javid Basharat doesn't get caught with the left hand that elevates his head. Simone doesn't land that right hand. Therefore, Basharat's able to fucking weave it. He goes on and wins a decision. Things go completely different. So be intelligent, man. Bet intelligently, test your knowledge with it, but pushing it like a fucking degen, I will never advise it, ever. I won't. And some people are gonna hate it because they know they have a problem with it. That's fine, but I would rather give you the sensible truth. And I think the reason that my picks and my betting lines are pretty solid, okay, is more so because of my analytical viewpoint of it and limiting the emotional side. How much money the UFC is supposed to make for cards? No way cards like this are profitable. Oh, they are. Oh, they are. You know why a card like this is profitable? Ad revenue. And it's at the UFC Apex because they're not going to make a killing on a card like this because their biggest selling point is Manel Kape, right? Who's a, relatively popular fighter. There's not too much to make on this card money-wise, but not a lot of guys on this card are making good paychecks. I do think they're making a mistake. If I could get in the ear of the UFC, I would say, guys, you need to put Ramazan Temirov on the main card. I would say you need to put Ramazan Temirov in a position where he can shine and thrive, because when you have a talent like Temirov, ultimately, yes, Charles Johnson could beat him. It's a fucking fight. But if Ramazan Temirov does succeed, being in the first fight of the night, a lot of people aren't going to see it. You're limiting his visibility. You're limiting a prospect's visibility for what? Is it a personal vendetta against Charles Johnson? Well, fucking drop it. There's no reason that fight should ever be a first fight of the night on any card this year. And the fact that on the worst fucking Apex card of the year, maybe second worst, because the other Vegas card was worse, Vegas 101. It's an absolute fucking disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. This is disgraceful. This is bad. The bout order is fucking bad. How's this young man so wise? I appreciate you. I guess you could say I was raised right, my brother. Raised right. Raised right, my brother. UFC ain't paying no rent, bro. The card's at their home. They're chilling. This is going to be all good for the UFC. They're fine. These events are prepaid by ESPN. Right. This is just a card to run commercials on. So expect a fuckload of commercials throughout the night. Expect a fuckload of commercials throughout the night, guys. There's going to be a lot of commercials on this card. A lot of commercials. The only parlays I build are 2 high confidence picks. That's what I do. Risky, but better value. I mean, high confidence picks with a little better value, especially if you're throwing a minus 500 in there, it's better than trying to money line it. I understand your mentality. Putting Brundage into the emergency parlay, that's fucking degen as fuck. No, the car's not going to go anywhere close to out of business, bro. Not in the AM, bro. Not in the AM. No, it's the UFC's got endless money. They're chilling. Charles Johnson spoke about the UFC not liking him. I think you're on to something. Oh, definitely. There's a personal vendetta, which is a fucking embarrassment. Charles Johnson's a good fighter. And even though I'm picking against him, I got nothing but respect for Charles Johnson. I'm picking against him, but I'm not fucking rooting against him as far as his career. I hope he does well. I just think Tomarov beats him. I think it's a disgrace, though. I think the UFC is right now putting in a disgrace spot. I hate it. I hate that he's on the first fight of the night. No, Julius Walker didn't get robbed. It was a close fight. I had Julius Walker as a pick, but it was too close. It was too close to really be like, oh, it was a robbery, you know? Chepe Gomez parlay, I think it hits, but the line for Chepe is completely overshot. Hamosh could submit Chepe. Here's what I'll tell you. There's a fucking 20% chance or less. It's possible. Hamosh has good jiu-jitsu, but Hamosh is a very breakable fighter, right? When he gets put to the breaking point, he tends to wilt, whereas Chepe does not. So I have to favor the fighter that has consistently shown that he has heart, as opposed to Hamosh, who tends to make low IQ decisions. Bro, Jared Gordon is consistently unlucky with fight fucking cancellations. I hope he gets a fight soon. I hope so. He needs one. He needs to get back out there. I do think Font actually won. I broke it down post-fight. I do. It was a competitive fight, but he won. So third round is no doubt Rob Font. Second round's competitive, but I'll give it to Matsumoto. First round, I think Font did more damage. Oh, yeah. Julius Walker has some defensive inefficiencies, but for a 6-0 guy, he did well. Give Jared some credit. Listen, Jared Gordon had a great fight against Paddy Pimblett where he nearly upset the prospect. He's had a lot of competitive matchups. He's decent overall. He's a good journeyman. I'd like to see him get another fight. His heart's good. He gave Nasrat Haqparast a tough fight last time. Temirov Gomez is what you're leaning to? Well, good luck on the play. I don't think if companies didn't buy ad spots, the UFC would die. They wouldn't do that because companies will always buy ad spots. If you're guaranteed, X amount of millions of views, that ad spot is worthwhile. And ESPN is also involved too, Ah, I gotta get a nice stretch on, guys. Stretch your arms, stretch your back. Yo, my beard's getting long, huh? Let's get it started in here. Yeah, yeah. Let's get it started. Oh, yeah. Happy Monday, Bright Boxer. Good to see you. Now, when are we getting Nasrat versus Kelvin? Probably never. A 12-leg parlay is just absolute menace to society shit. DJNAF. I know. I can't forget my umbrella today, bro. It's fucking rainy as shit. I don't think the UFC is necessarily at ad companies' mercy. The UFC has a lot of power on their own. Also, guys, we're at 46 likes. Let's get 50 likes up in here. We're making good progress, yo. Let's get 50. 50 likes for the boy. Jourdain versus Burgos was definitely a bad decision. I remember thinking Jourdain handled business. He made Bukowskis in over 2.5 big minutes. It's because people don't believe in Bukowskis' finishing ability. It's not that Bukowskis is a great finisher. What it was, though, and the reason that I thought he would probably get a finish was because I believe Sequeira is a complete and utter fraud. He is. He's a complete and utter fraud. I do think they're going to end up making the Bryce versus Silva fight simply because the matchup kind of makes sense. Bryce, I don't know, he's lost a lot of hype in the featherweight division. He's not in the UFC's good graces, and I think Gene Silva is a terrible matchup for him. John Jones has at most 2 fights left, but he very easily could have no fights left. You wish Dana would push Muay Thai or kickboxing more than slap so we could add more of those types of strikers. I don't know, man. Muay Thai and kickboxing just don't sell well to the American market. AJ, you don't think Chepe, Pinto, and either Gomez or Cop would be a good parlay? I'm not saying it's not a good parlay. I mean, I think they probably win. They probably win. I'm just saying, there's risk to it all. I think Pinto definitely wins. I think he handles business for sure. I like the underdogs personally, but I think Gomez should win. It's just what happens if Hyder or Mill takes him down. I always ask myself these questions of the what if factor. But yeah, Gomez should win. Cop has a good chance to win, but Almabayev is a threat. Almabayev is a real threat. Chepe should win because Hamosh is a quitter, but you're also paying the price for that with a very chalky line. Thank you, AK Outdoors. I don't remember if I picked Bryce over Ilya, bro. You can't judge me from those old predictions. I've got a lot better at making picks over the years, bro. I've been doing this now almost 5 years consistently, and your picks get better after 4 or 5 years for sure. You start to realize little patterns. You start to pay more attention. I don't know. I feel like I understand the game better today than I used to. What do you think about Zellhuber and Brenner, bro? I think that Zellhuber and Brenner's a close fight. I think Zellhuber a little more sharp with his technical striking. He probably beats Brenner on a close decision. I'd lean towards Zellhuber. He seems to be a bit more talented. Best fight to make for sure. Wait, what is it? You know what the best fight to make after UFC Seattle is? I want to see Modestas Bukauskas and Kutelaba fight. Ilya Bryce odds originally? I don't know, man. You're going to have to look it up. I don't feel like looking it up. I'm sorry. If I can get to it easily, I will, but I don't think I can. I don't feel like typing. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't make me do it. Please. Please. Brenner has some power, but I don't think he's that good. Am I tired today, bro? Listen, I'm a little worn down, but I'm okay. I feel pretty good. Ooh, ooh. I'm not doing a Ripski. I honestly, my throat's bothering me a bit, but it's not like I'm sick. Dude, the Ripskis, I think they're starting to bother my throat a bit, bro. I might have to take the day off. I'm feeling like slight irritation, but I'll entertain you guys. Instead of doing a Ripski at 100 likes, I'll shadow box at 100 likes. So I think that makes it fair. Ilya closes minus 175 favorite. I should go back and see what my pick was. I don't remember. So I picked Esteban. I think that he wins a competitive fight. Ultimately, I think the lines are way too chalky. There's a complete flip of the odds, though. You know, Esteban Ribovics was an underdog at open. Now he's a favorite. How can you top UFC 300 in the Sphere? I mean, you can't really top UFC 300 because that card is set up to be a mega card. But I think UFC 313, pretty good. 314, pretty good. I like every card, man. I will say, like, even the cards that on paper suck, I tend to really enjoy. But I am a hardcore of hardcores as far as like MMA goes. I am a big fan of fighting beyond just like big names. Like, I like good matchups on the prelims a lot. I'm a big fan of the prelims, bro. I actually sometimes I get more excited for the prelims than the main card. I just like seeing up and coming talent. If Party feels like Temerov and Kopp will lose, quite possible that they both lose. Quite possible. I'm picking against the other guys. I'm picking Kopp and Temerov, but I'm a realist, bro. And I recognize paths to victory for a guy like Amabayev. If he can time some perfect takedowns, he could steal rounds and win a competitive fight for sure. For sure, bro. It's definitely a possibility. But when you look at something else, when you look at experience, when you look at striking output, you have to favor Kopp. When you look at Temerov, he's unproven, but he has big power. He may have more power over Johnson, but Johnson's got range. So competitive fight depends upon if he can be accurate and close the gap. I think he's a dangerous guy, so I'm going to pick him. You feel like Kopp's the type to lose the big one? Is this the big one he loses, though? I feel like the harder fight was Royval. Auntie up 21. You know, you're the first dono of the day. My guy, thank you for $2 and getting the dono train running, man. Shout out to you. I really appreciate you for the $2. You know, you guys are an absolute blessing to me, man. You guys help make this thing possible because without the community, none of this is possible. So I want to say a sincere thank you. When you guys drop a dono, it makes me be able to go live every single day, do content all day. It allows me the ability to give you guys savage content and cover MMA full time. How do you see Gastelum and Pfeiffer, bro? It's hard to say which Gastelum that's the thing. Depends on which Kelvin turns up is actually a great question because I was thinking about that fight maybe 2 weeks ago. And I was like, Kelvin Gastelum, when he is on, he could push Joe Pfeiffer. But Pfeiffer is younger. Pfeiffer has good boxing. Pfeiffer is pretty well-rounded. You have to favor Joe Pfeiffer to win, man. I think that Kelvin Gastelum's prime is behind him pretty substantially. And he seems to not take fighting as seriously as he should. Consistently has issues with the scales, consistently has issues with the diet. And he's just not a fighter that I could back with any confidence anymore. Especially if you're like, I want an underdog. Is Gastelum? No, he's not a dog that I'd go for. He's not. So I'm probably going to pick Joe Pfeiffer. Right now, I'm picking Joe Pfeiffer off the top of the dome. And hard to say that anything would change. Lunchtime live. We're here to thrive. It's the lunchtime live. Delicious. Delicious piece. Delicious, brother. Delicious. I don't think Kelvin Gastelum has the ability to turn it on like he once did. No. I think Kelvin's best days are far behind him. They retired Apu from The Simpsons. What a sensitive world we live in. He's a fucking great character. So they don't want to have a Middle Eastern character on the show because it's stereotypical, but then we're not going to have a Middle Eastern character. So then we only have Americans. Okay. Stupid. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. This is the world we live in, though. Retards. Excuse my French. Stupids. Sensitivity is at an all-time high, and there's certain things not to be sensitive about. Get the fuck over it. Stop being a little bitch. Like, it's pure humor, man. You got 50 on JDM to be champ at the end of 2025. You know, I was thinking he's got a chance to beat Bilal a while ago. And then I was like, no, I'm going to pick Bilal. That's Sunday before the fight, man. I think I'm live to pick JDM. It's more the fact of the comeback ability. Right. You try to be so anti-race, you end up being racist. But they're completely closed-minded to the fact that they could be wrong. It's a complete lunacy. As we get close to 313, how do you feel about the Pereira-Ankalaev fight? My early pick is Ankalaev. Nothing is changing yet. I will look into the fight further the Sunday before. JDM winning would feel good. And realistically, he has a tricky style, right? If you look at the run, okay, and this is not me saying that Bilal has a manufactured run or anything like that, but like, I want to actually bring it up. Let's get the events on display. UFC 314. Okay, here we go. So let's look at this. I want to do a little early preview. Actually, I got to change the screen. Give me a second. Bilal Muhammad, Jack Della Maddalena, right? Okay, Bilal more experienced. Bilal, little, I don't know, a little more proven, you could say. Little range advantage towards Jack Della. All right. I want to think about something. Odds for the fight, not available yet. Bilal's the favorite, though. Look at Bilal's record. Let's just look at opposition, okay? Bilal fucked up Leon Edwards. All right. Bilal fucked up Gilbert Burns. Bilal fucked up Sean Brady. Bilal fucked up Vicente Luque. Bilal fucked up Wonderboy. Bilal fucked up Damian Maia. What do all of these guys have in common? All of them. What do they all have in common? Because they all have one thing in common. And I'll tell you right now, none of them are high caliber boxing tacticians, and they have not really power in strike combinations, right? Gilbert Burns is a good one-shot puncher, but he doesn't really have good boxing skills, right? He's more of a wild overhand type thrower, a little bit of a chaotic shot that he'll land occasionally. When you look at the guys that fucked him up, long time ago, Lyman Good had good striking success years ago against him. Wow, it's a throwback. Lyman Good was supposed to be good. Jeff Neal fucked up Bilal. People forget. Jeff Neal beat Bilal's ass. People forget about that. I won't lie to you, man. Bilal Muhammad is very susceptible in this matchup to getting countershot KO'd. I think that there's a real possibility that the hands of Jack Della are too much. Yeah, I know Sean Brady's hands look good recently, but in that fight against Bilal, he got absolutely outboxed. I don't know. I don't know. I have some thoughts against the grain ones, it seems. But I don't think it's lunacy. I don't think it's delusion. I think it's possibility. Real possibility. Who's fighting JDM? I can't remember his name. Yeah, me either. Who is it? JDM might be champ, but I don't think he holds the belt. I think Shavkat gives him trouble for sure. Like, I think that Shavkat would be a hard matchup for JDM. But JDM versus Bilal. Listen, Basil Fez No diss on him, but I think he was on a lot of steroids. And he's off steroids now. I don't know, guys. I have my thoughts. I have my thoughts where I'm like, I think JDM's more live than he's being given credit. He's live. I'm not saying he's a lock. I'm saying he's live. Let's see what the odds are. Currently, Bilal is a minus 205 favorite. Okay. I agree. Right. It was also Hafez on short notice, comes in, gives his performance of a lifetime on steroids. Like, it is what it is. Bilal has a ton of footage out there, and I'm sure Jack Della's team is dialed in. I'll probably favor Jack Della as we get closer. I don't know. I like picking the unexpected, not because I like picking the unexpected, but because I tend to feel like the unexpected happens and it's like I feel it, but then I'm like, oh no, it probably shouldn't happen, so I pick against it. But I've been following my gut a lot more lately. Do you think John Anik and his twin brother being Bilal Glazers is unprofessional? I mean, if it's on the commentary the whole time, yeah, but it is what it is. They're boys. People are bound to have friends. You can't knock them for having a friend. Him and Bilal are buddies, so makes sense. They seem like they'd be good friends. The aura is similar. You think Bilal with another unanimous decision? I don't know. JDM's got that dog in him. JDM's relentless, man. His boxing pressure is real. We've seen Bilal hurt before. We've seen him drop. We've seen him knocked out. We'll see. Just finished work. Hey, Hernanov, I hope you had a good day at work, my friend. I hope you had a fabulous day at work. I got to drink some more coffee, man. I don't want an energy drink. I'm just having coffee. I'm doing it classy, guys. I'm keeping this stream classy. A nice coffee. I guess I'm not that classy wearing a fucking oversized crunch shirt, but, classy enough. Classy-ish. It's the lunchtime live. True, JDM lacks the 5-round experience. True. I feel like he can more pull off a comeback win, like he did with Burns. Bilal, listen, I don't think Bilal's a bad guy. He gets a lot of hate, and I'm not a hater of Bilal, but I think he's going to lose. We've seen JDM struggle more recently against grapplers than we ever seen Bilal get rocked. Fair. It's a fair point. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion. My official pick comes out the Sunday before, but I'm just talking about possibilities. Now, all of a sudden, Bilal's looking like such a lock, and maybe that's when the trouble comes. Oh, Mason Jones comeback. Tell me why I saw that yesterday, and I said, I don't think he's going to do well. But then again, I was like, no, hold on. I was like, he is on a win streak. How many fights did he win in a row? 4 fights in a row? You know what? Lost to Ludovic Klein and Mike Davis in a debut. Yeah, he'll probably do all right on the comeback. How old is he now? Now he's 29. Last time he fought in the UFC, he was 27. So 2 years have gone by. I mean, I think he'll get some wins, but I don't think he's going to be a champ or anything like that. I don't think he's that good. He's okay. He certainly seems to be UFC level. There's certain guys that they're never going to be high level in the UFC, but then when they go on the regional scene, they fuck people up consistently. So that they're of UFC level. I just don't see him as top 15, maybe top 28, top 32. I see him winning maybe 2 fights, then dropping one, maybe winning another one, losing one, winning 2, losing 2, something like that. Yeah. No, I don't think Mike Davis makes a title run. I do think he's done. I think the loss to Faraz Ziyan was telling. I understand there was the excuse put out by a lot of fighters that the paint in the back threw off their breathing and whatnot. the painted walls of the locker room. So, you know, you could use that, but no. I don't know. I don't believe he's cut from the championship cloth, to be honest, man. He's good. He's a talented guy, but no. Bring back John Phillips. Bring back John Phillips, that old journeyman. How the fuck did John Phillips even get to the UFC? I guess at one point he was okay. I remember John Phillips days, dude. Wow. John Phillips. Does he still fight? Holy shit, that's a throwback. John fucking Phillips, the Welsh wrecking machine. Bro, Hamzat made easy work of him. And then Park handled him. Damn, he retired. Bro, he lost to Charles Bird by submission. To be honest, they should have just released him after that loss. Holy shit. Jack Marshman. Wow, I forgot about him. Another Welsh. He's doing bare knuckle now. Holy shit. Wow. Alan Amedovski is one of the worst fighters I've ever seen. He should never have been in the UFC. I don't even know how that happened. Well, the journeyman or the journeymen of yesteryear, quickly forgotten, but you just brought it back to my mind. Hey, what's up, Ghosty? Good to see you, bro. Big homie AJ the Greek. Hey, at least today's stream, I'm Greek, bro. Last stream, I was fucking Jewish the whole time. You think JDM's going to sprawl all Bilal's takedowns and beat his ass? I hope so. The Irish hand grenade, what was that? Fucking Marcus Davis? That was him? Am I mixing his name up? He fought Nate Diaz? I think that's him. Yeah, that's him. The Irish hand grenade, Marcus Davis. My God. Fucking throwback, dude. I remember him. I remember Nate Diaz beating the shit out of him, too. Wow. That's a throwback and a half. He was a good journeyman. He went 9-6 in the UFC. It's not awful. Tried to go to Bellator, lost. He was done. You guys remember Pellegrino back in the day? Fucking Pellegrino gets knocked out by Patricky Pitbull. He's like, after the fight, he's like, Daddy's bringing home somebody to live on his couch. I'm like, bro, you're soaking crust, Kurt. I'm like, just Kurt, take the mic away from Kurt. He's like offering Patricky Pitbull to live on his couch. Like, yeah, this guy knocks you out now, lives on your couch. What's next? You gonna fuck your girl? Jesus. Yeah, that was a bad look, man. Pellegrino was absolutely brain damaged after that one. Felt bad for him. I'm not even fucking with you. I was like, please take the fucking mic away from Kurt Pellegrino for the love of all things fucking holy, dude. And they just let him have the mic. I'm like, why are we interviewing a guy who just got flattened? Kurt Pellegrino, that's a throwback. you ever seen Kurt Pellegrino when Beetlejuice was trying to fight him? That was fucking hilarious, dude. Like little Beetlejuice, the midget, he was trying to fuck up Kurt Pellegrino. Damn, bro. That's crazy. Wonder what he's up to these days. Bro, that was 2011. My God, that was a long time ago. Bro, George Sonoropoulos. I remember when George Sonoropoulos had some aura, dude. Way back in the day. You guys don't remember George Sonoropoulos, dude. You're missing out. The Sonoropoulos days. Oh my God, bro. He had a fucking hell of a win streak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He won 7 fights in a row. He looked like an absolute monster, bro. Absolute fucking monsoon. I remember, yeah, he fucked up Joe Daddy Stevenson back in 2010. That's a throwback, huh? Holy shit. And then he fought Dennis Seaver. He got absolutely handled. Then he fought RDA, and then he got absolutely destroyed. Then he fought Ross Pearson. He got chinned. KJ News beat his ass. Then he fought Mike Ritchie over in Titan. Damn, yo, I remember the days when the Titan FC was actually kind of good. Titan FC actually was good at one point, long time ago. My God. I remember when Trevor Prangley fought Keith Jardine there when they were building it up. You're a new fan. You know the old champs and legends. You don't know about the old journeyman of yesteryear, bro. You don't remember the journeyman of yesteryear. There was some fun journeyman. You actually knew Kurt Pellegrino back in the day. He was brain damaged way before fighting. Okay, that's not surprising. He seems a little crazy. Wow, Mike Ritchie. That's another one. That's something. Throwbacks, bro. I'm going down like memory lane. Colton Smith, the worst Ultimate Fighter winner ever. He fucking wins the show, then just goes to shit. Bro, the Ultimate Fighter, if you guys are from the OG era, you know it used to be good. Now it sucks. The Ultimate Fighter used to be you have to fight to get into the house. That made the most sense to me. I'm like, yeah, you fight to get into the fucking house. You show up and you fight. First day, there's a fight. You win, you're in. You lose, you're out. It's the most badass shit ever. You're fighting to get on the show. It like made the fucking show just seem harder or tougher. Now it's like, all right, we just handpick prospects. Stupid. Jonathan Brookins could not box for shit, bro. Oh my God. Hands were horrible. Good grappler, though. No, the Ultimate Fighter was still good after Nate Diaz's season. There was good seasons. Now they ruined it. Now they fucking ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. Oh, you're locking up Savage Dog Lucas Almeida. Let's go, Chris. Yeah, I think he's a good dog pick. Honestly, Joseph Winstead, I don't know for sure. I feel like season 16 was good, even though Colton Smith was a terrible winner. I feel like the entertainment in the house was still good. I hope this up and coming Ultimate Fighter is good. The problem is, though, they made it easier. They made it easier. That's what they did. They ruined it by making it easier. They eliminate the aspect of having to fight to get into the house. I remember you calling Lucas Almeida. Yeah, bro, it's a good pick. I looked into it and I said, shit, 40K is onto something. The lemon juice and Matt Brown's dip can saga left people crippled. Bro, the Ultimate Fighter back then was crazy. Matt Brown. I need to go back and rewatch that season. No Alan Joban career breakdown today, Doug. I'm really not in the mood for it. But I'll tell you this. He did fuck up Mike Perry when Mike Perry had aura. Bro, season 5 might be the best season ever. Marlon Sims fighting against that fucking redneck kid in the house and he slams him on the concrete when the dude tries an armbar. And then fucking Andy Wang crying. That was fucking, oh my God. Andy Wang crying was goated. What's funny is the whole reason they added you have to fight your way into the house so you didn't have shitty prospects. I know. I thought it was a great concept. They got a guy in the Ultimate Fighter this year that beat Ian Gary in the amateurs. Who is it? What's his name? Bro, Marlon Sims. What is Marlon Sims up to today? I feel like I could track some of these guys down. We'll get them on the channel. Can you imagine? We have a whole interview of like these fucking has-beens. Marlon Sims, bro. My God, this guy was fucking nuts. Retired what? 3-4 in Pro MMA? No way. He retired 3-4. What's he up to today? Wow. Life update with the Ultimate Fighter has-beens. All right, let me find Marlon Sims on Instagram. Dude, he didn't do anything. Nope, not the Marlon Sims that I'm looking for. Where is he? This guy really doesn't have a social media. Nah, he doesn't. No way you can find Marlon Sims, man. No way you can find him. Marlon Sims is insane. He has a narcissistic personality disorder. Recently heard an interview with him. He literally thinks he's like the most famous person in the world. Is he really? He's great. Listen, he's a fucking legend. Remember Connor's only win on Tough being the Donkey Kong double hammer fist? Well, that season at Tough. I think back to the Uriah Faber season. Napoleon Blown Apart's Tough documentary is underrated. It's on YouTube. I might have to watch it. Wow. The Mongolian Murderer, scariest fighter nickname. The South Jersey Strangler is the scariest nickname ever. That was the best. The South Jersey Strangler. Guys, we're currently at 70 likes. I still want to hit 100 likes to close out the show. So make sure you guys hit the like. Like it up, guys. Show some love. You should show some love, even though I'm not taking a rip ski because my throat's bothering me. I picked Temerov this week in Conan, yeah. I need to find this Marlon Sims this interview. Marlon Sims. Let's see. Oh, wow. He was on fucking Danny Duncan's show. Dude, Marlon Sims, you know what? He's just a fucking crackhead that liked to fight, man. I didn't even realize he was on the Leo and Danny show, dude. What the fuck? That's crazy. Let's get this money, big bags. Let's go. What's up, Useless? Good to see you, bro. Listen, you're not late, bro. You're just on time, man. We're hanging out, having a good time. Yo, Moneyline is tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern time. That should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that show. He was on Jerry Springer. This guy became a fucking celeb. I'm going to watch that interview, Paul S. Did you watch the entire interview? Why are the names highlighted in blue? KZ and Useless. Why are they highlighted in blue? It's because they're mods. So they get the mod status, dude. Usman's bro versus Izzy's bro. I feel like Mo Usman handles business, bro. Izzy's bro never trained. You're watching on school Chromebook and math. Bro, do me a favor and tell your teacher that they're a complete waste of your time learning that math. You could be filling your mind with valuable information to turn a profit. Instead, you're learning mx plus b equals c. Now, I'm not saying that equation doesn't have validity, but my God, you can use a calculator for it. We live in a modern era of chat GPT. Why are we learning like it's 1965? The world has changed. The school system is a joke. I'll tell you why you're learning like it's 1965. So they keep you impoverished, my brother. The whole mentality is to fill your mind with garbage. So the real insightful shit is not learned. You need to spend time on your own. If you're in school, brother, you need to learn how to make money. You need to learn how to capitalize. If I wasn't doing this, I'd have to be doing fucking real estate, sales, something where you can actually, make some cash flow, building some type of business where you are the one that capitalizes on the revenue as opposed to being just a small percentage, bro. They fuck you over societally. This is how it goes, though. And it's been like this forever, right? Since the dawn of time. But if you can break free from that, you can give yourself financial freedom. The mentality is not to get rich so you have a nice car. It's to make a quality income so you live comfortably and don't feel as though you're stuck doing something you don't like for your whole life. When time is valuable and you only have so much of it, you don't want to spend the majority of the time doing things you don't like. You want to do something that you like to do, something that you have some type of excitement for. Since the Rothschilds created the banks, man. So I don't know, man. Find your flow state. Find your flow state. Understand that it's all possible through self-belief. Understand that I've built a YouTube channel from 0 to now 44,300 plus, almost 45,000 subscribers. Recognize that if you're willing to commit, put time in, results will come. What church do I go to? I have not been going to church in a long while. Went a few times over the summer, but the church that I used to go to, it was like a Baptist church when I was a kid, but now it's gone real Southern Baptist because they have a new pastor there, bro. I just couldn't get diggity down with it, man. I couldn't. It wasn't for me. Oh yeah, I took the red pill, brother. You have to. There's blue pill, red pill, and black pill. But black pill is an endless pit of depression. Blue pill, you're choosing to close your eyes, but trust me. You close your eyes, reality's still there. Somebody's throwing punches at you. You close your eyes, you're still getting punched in the face. You understand me? You're still getting cracked with shots. Do you believe in heaven and hell? I believe in Jesus. When I look further than that, I don't think I need to. I don't need to wonder what's beyond of the heaven and hell and what they could be. All I know is my faith. And I know that people fall into the trap of they have faith, which is beautiful. I'm glad they have faith, but they only have faith in God, not in themselves. True faith in God gives you courage. Understand, you still need to take actions to make whatever it is you want to happen. If you said to God, God, give me the strength to do X, Y, and Z, but you're not willing to actually get up and do the tasks at hand to create the X, Y, and Z, then I ask myself, what is your faith then? Is it just a fear-based faith? A lot of people, they go to God just out of a panic. They believe in God because when they die, they want to go to heaven. They don't want to go to hell. I don't look to that point. I believe in God because I just do. I just feel the energy of the Lord above inside of me. But then also through that, I see myself, right? And with that type of mentality, I feel courage to go for what I believe is possible. So it gives me that energy to push. I don't understand why people just look at it about dying. Everybody just looking at believing in God because they scared of dying. I'm not scared. Whatever's meant to happen shall. I'm here. I'm here putting in the work. I don't care. Whatever, man. It's all good. I'm blessed. And I believe imminent success is coming and long life, but I don't fear the end of a story. I'm just on the ride now, putting in the work. What are we doing? I don't understand. I don't understand people that have faith only because it's a fear of death. Understand that I question them. I'm not saying they don't believe, but I question what is that faith? I don't think that's a true faith in God. True faith in God is courage and self. Understand that. True faith is in God is going for what you want, standing up for yourself, buckling down and going for it. I don't understand. And listen, I don't also push. I'm talking about my beliefs, but I don't push it on other people like some do. I'm not going to look you in the face and tell you you're wrong for what you believe because that's your life's perspective. I'm telling you mine. And if you feel we link up, that's a beautiful thing. If you feel we don't, no problem. I wish you nothing but the best. I won't tell you, that you're beneath me. You're not subhuman because we disagree. Agree to disagree. It's a beautiful thing. Freedom of thought. So that's my thought process, man. That's my real thought process on life and all. You just started your own business and home care for seniors and you work nights at the hospital for benefits. That's good, Captain Point. Hustling is a beautiful thing. This guy is Neo. You're funny. Amen, brother. Amen. Amen. That all came from Cole Ryan's question. So shout out to him. You go to the church of martial arts. Let's go. Holy hell. Great position on the topic. Completely agree. I appreciate you, Hyper Reality. Thanks, man. It does. It helps eliminate the fear of dying, Cole Ryan. You need not fear. Recognize that all that has lived shall pass too. Understand that. When you look back at the history of not only human history, but the history of the whole universe, understand that everything that has been also is not anymore. Understand that, it is what it is. So what? The trees die, man. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Enjoy the moment. You wake up alive one day. That's how it happens. But then here you are. You're in a reality where everything you believe about yourself sometimes has been told of you, but you need to find within yourself to be the truest version of you. How do you do that? I don't know. That's on you. You got to find it. I can't tell you the path. All I can tell you is it's possible. That's it. That's it. MMA never dies. You're right. You're right. In all actuality, because of this YouTube channel, I'm eternalized in the history, the human history of the world. Somebody 1,000 years from now could find me if YouTube still exists. There's no ripskis on this stream. I'm not doing any rips today. My throat's bothering me a bit. Maybe later tonight, but I need to let my throat rest, bro. I've been taking too many rips over the weekend. I really need God to give me the strength to give Charles Johnson the victory. I think Temerov might be too good for him, though. I don't know what Lakers and Mavericks. I'll say Lakers, but I have no idea. You ride bulls for a living, and having strong faith makes it a little easier to get the shoot and turn that fear into pure adrenaline. Best drug money can buy. That's fucking dope, actually. Rip some Vicks. I put some Vicks on my chest. You're right. That's a good strategy. Ramazan by KO. I think he could land, but Johnson is durable. Remember when I said to you that about being 1,000 years from now and people talking about you back in the day and our terrible fashion sense? Listen, I think the fashion sense might be transcendent. If somebody somehow stumbled across this stream 1,000 years from today, I couldn't even imagine it, man. I would maybe sometime long time in the future, my final video would be hello fight fans of the future. And I'll just talk for, I don't know, 10 minutes about the beautiful fights that we've witnessed. I'll be like an old timer. I see myself doing this forever, brother. Long time from now, I'll be ancient and I'll look on the camera and tell the new fans, and I'll shout out the fans 100 years from then. We're at 80 likes, guys. 20 likes till 100. Let's go. Change the name to MMA historian. I'll eventually become the MMA historian. It was written in the history of MMA books for me to be MMA experts, you know? When I'm 70 plus, call it MMA historian. At that point, yeah. Do I like a Tony Stark video in the Avengers? What do you mean? I'll be the Teddy Atlas of MMA? I guess so. Yeah, Temerov definitely gets a little wild, bro. I am not ashamed to admit I'm a big fan, and I may be a little bit biased towards a guy that I've become a big fan of. So I'll tell you that straight. No ripskis, just mushrooms. Great stream as always, AJ. Going full Rogan. Graham Hancock next stream with elk meat. Thank you, Mike Cross. MMA Proverbs, Book of AJ 316. That's funny as hell. A wise man once told me growing old is a privilege denied to many. That is true, man. That's a privilege, man. You get to live a long time. That's a blessing. That's a privilege, man. I got to witness it. Like my grandfather's turning 93 this summer. Man, still doing well, still walks, still talks, still can mow his lawn. And I'm like, wow, ain't that something? 93 years, man. That's a long time. It's a lot of life experience, you know, from a whole different era. Like we can't even understand the time that he lived in. Yeah, he is a W grandfather. He gave me the hat. Shout out to him. If Johnson survives the first round, I see him putting a pace on Temerov. The question mark is how good is the grappling of Temerov? You got your Zin in? I just spit mine out. Dude. I've realized I'm a big addict of Zins and the Ripskis, and I like to ask myself, why am I addicted? You should clip your live streams to KOs. I should do that, bro. Put it on Instagram. MMA will still be on. You'll be 100 watching MMA. Wait, why AJ what, Hernanov? Chemicals in the brain. Yeah, it's addiction, dude. I think nicotine's highly addictive. I got addicted. I don't know. I just addictive personality, dude. I need a clipper. I do, but it's got to be a subscriber that starts my clips channel. I can't do it. I'm addicted because I always wanted to try as a kid. I was always fascinated by weed, man. I was like, oh, I want to smoke. It's a good idea, 40K. Best reactions. You're right. Whatever I'm smoking on, you're making great picks. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man. I don't feel it's affecting me in a negative light in that way. I guess the CBD gives me a lock-in mode, but I think I do have to limit my all-day toking. Since I've started doing the lunchtime lives, I've been smoking more than ever. And today I was like, all right, I'm not smoking for lunchtime live. No CBD lion. Mowing your lawn at 93 is crazy. This man's a menace. Expert grandpa is a savage, man. I should bring him on the stream. He's fucking OG Italian, bro. I don't even, he speaks English, but I don't know if how well you guys can understand. Dana White's the type to freeze himself so he can reanimate to host UFC 1000. Dana White will be at UFC 1000 and like somehow them you doing like AI with like I don't know, some type of hologram. Nicotine, THC, and CBD are best notice medicine known to man. True, but you can still abuse them. And I fall into the habit of abusing them. I won't lie to you. I do too much. I recognize it though. First step to not being a hardcore addict is realization. I need to smoke a little less. I can smoke at night. I'm not saying never smoke. Smoke a little less and can do a little less nick too. I don't need to do it all day. Will I watch MMA between androids in the future? Yeah, I would. Bro, can you imagine Dana White at UFC 1000, a hologram? That'd be sick. I'm just glad that I'll get to see UFC 500, man. I don't even know when would UFC 1000 take place. Holy shit. I'd like to live to UFC 1000. That would be a sick way to go out. You watch UFC 1000 and say, okay, I've seen it all. I've seen it all, guys. I did see a real steal, yeah. I guess that's true, Joseph, yeah. I still feel like the Ripskis, though, sometimes be draining my throat out, though. Bana. Guys, we're at 90 likes. Can we hit 100 likes, please? When I don't do the Ripskis, I swear people are less generous with the likes. I'll tell you guys something. I was thinking I was going to get a legit CBD cart to hit once in a while. I've never tried legit CBD only. I mean, I joke CBD lion, but you know what I'm saying. Any chance your most confident picks comes out early? The reason it comes out on Wednesday is because I feel fully tuned in by Wednesday with my picks. Me and Finch, man, talk it over tonight. I have a good, day and a half after that to think about it. And I can really feel sure on everything. I don't like to rush any of my locks. I saw Pereira posted a picture wrestling in the snow. Uncle Live said, hope you're ready for 25 minutes. Oh, the striking deal's been off. It isn't CBD lion. Wow. That's funny. CBD doesn't work on you. I don't think it gets you like a high or anything. I don't know, man. I'd like to try it. Dabs instead of flour, you control the temp. That's true. I'd go very light. Your picks have been fire lately. Even the loss have been sensible picks. No one goes 100%. I want to go 100%. I plan. I am sweeping a card this year. I know it. I believe it to my core that I'm sweeping a card this year. I picked Matsumoto, but after you locked Rob Font, I was like, fuck it. Put him in the parlay. You insanely consistent with lock. Thanks, useless. I'm dialed in, man. I'm dialed in, man. Jamal Hill back in the title picture, unlikely, but I still think he can be a viable threat to, top 10 guys. I've always been one away in the past, but I am sweeping a card. I have swept a card. This year, I'm sweeping one. You didn't notice a difference? Yeah, they say you're supposed to feel more relaxed. I'm going to try one and let you know. I'll report back. There's a CBD shop by me. I'm going to walk in and say, yo, give me a CBD. Oh, I'm like, no, don't sell me anything. Just give me one, please. I don't want to hear anything. I'm going to say to the guy, don't talk to me. Just get me. No, I won't be a dick like that. Don't say anything to me. Just hand me a cart, tell me the price, and shut up. Because when you walk into these CBD places, it's not like a fucking dispensary. Oh, well, CBD is this. I'm like, dude, just hand it over. Just hand it the fuck over. Just give me the thing. Okay. Well, listen, listen, just hand it to me. Just hand it to me. What's your take on Ilya declining Arman? I genuinely think it's a tougher match for him than Islam, just based on Arman's better wrestling and durability. I feel like it's a stretch to say Arman has better wrestling and durability than Islam. I'd say it's a hard matchup, though, for sure, for Ilya. What was the biggest robbery of the year last year? Hard to remember, bro. I watched so many fights. I can't tell you the biggest one right now. Texas sells Delta 9. That's funny. There's always robberies. In a sport where judging is based upon opinion as opposed to absolutism, there will always be robberies. But unfortunately, there is no absolutism to judging a fight. It's just not possible. Volkov Don was a robbery, yeah. Renat Leal. There we go. Yeah, Leal won that fight. Yeah, Leal did win. That was a robbery. Let's go, guys. We're almost at 100 likes. Let's get 100. Show some love. Let's get 100 likes. Do it for the boy. Matsumoto was not a robbery. In fact, he lost the fight on damage. I don't think judges have money on fighters. I think simply it's just human eye leads to potential incompetencies. Everybody would be possible of making a bad call on a decision. There's the aspect of human error in fighting, which, is why they say never leave it into the hands of the judges. Leal looked juiced to the gills. I really need to see Leal on the scales. Because if Leal loses that bulk, Morono's got a chance. AJ, I feel like how you perform in the third round in a close fight is more important. Like Joannis and Brito Gomez, 1/3 clearly, so we remember the last round. It is kind of valid, even though the judges' scorecards, technically speaking, are based upon, calling it down the center round by round. I mean, I don't know if the fights are fixed. Vegas definitely has some type of pull on close decisions. Hendricks versus GSP was the worst decision. I can't stand Pig Rig either. Wasn't it crazy that Hendricks was whooping GSP's ass? That's crazy. Leal's a minus 600 favorite against Morono. I don't agree with those odds at all. Odds should be much closer than that. Bro, UFC 313, less than 2 weeks away. We're getting close to the dream fight. Guys, we're at 97 likes with 145 people watching. We need 110 likes up in here. If you're watching, I know you hear me because you're watching. You're watching on your TV. Maybe you don't have your phone on right now. Turn your phone on and click the like button. Hitting the like button means a lot to me. You know why? Because it tells YouTube, yo, I like this guy's content. Show it to more people. The like button helps me out. So do me a favor. If you're watching, I'm not asking you to drop money. I'm not asking you to do anything other than click a simple button. Hit the like. Let's pass the 100 likes. I need triple digits. I want beyond triple. I want 110. I want quadruple. I want 4. Ilya does have a chance with Islam for power shots. Yes. Last 3 weeks, you've been on fire with these picks, AJ. You know why? Because I just been picking what I feel could happen. I'm not getting swayed with the what should happen. I'm like, I think this happens. Here we go. Yeah, Matsumoto landed the takedowns, but damage trumps all. Takedowns do not trump all. Dana, does he have action on fights? I feel like no. I feel like he bets on the boxing fights, but I could be wrong. Thank you for hitting the like. Thank you guys for 110. See, that means a lot to me, guys. I needed the 110 likes, man. I'm going to do a quick shadow box too, since we passed it. I'm going to stay on for another 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere, but I'm going to shadow box real quick. Little chill shadow box. I was watching Gene Matsumoto work last night. I feel inspired, right? Matsumoto set. He stands a little wide, right? He's here. He loves this fucking right here, and then boom, hook to the body. They rip it beautifully. Beautiful rip. Obrigado. I'm slipping over here on this fucking desk mat. I'm punching like Barlow round 3 is funny. AJ's shadow box is worldwide infamous. I agree with that. Woo. Obrigado. Obrigado. Thank you, guys. Could have been a contender. I appreciate it. Looking like JDM over here. Thank you, brother. I can't wait to take the hat off, chat. I can't wait to take the fucking hat off. That's going to be a beautiful day. You think Finch sub Marab? I'm going to ask him. Chris Hayes, thank you for the W stream. Bro, I will give you a Ripski later in your honor. I'm not taking a Ripski today because my throat's bothering me. But later today, if it feels okay, I will. Thank you for the 2. Oh, you just took a Ripski in my honor? Well, I appreciate that. See? That's what it's all about. Thank you, Chris Hayes. I appreciate you for the 2 buckaroonies, man. Listen, guys, I'm going to stay for another 3 minutes. And then your boy is going to hit the gym. I need to work out my body. I need to hit the gains. I need to hit it. No Bon Ripski right now. No. Right. Number 1 criteria is damage. Number 1 criteria is damage, dude. Finch does not think he can beat Ngannou. I'm doing a push day. Chest, shoulders, try. Incline bench. Yes, still cutting, bro. I was 198 in my most recent weigh-in. I got another weigh-in coming this Friday, so I got to get on. I'm upping my cardio by 5 minutes this week because I want to be 196. I want to weigh 196 this Friday. So I'm going to do 30 minutes of cardio. I'm going to do incline walking probably. I want to start running, but I'm not allowing myself to run until I'm below 190. I was running over my bulk when I was in the 190s, bro, and my back started fucking killing me, man. And I don't want to do that. Let's go. Ripskis, listen, I'll do it later. The thing is, I'm not just trying to cut weight off, right? I'm trying to lose body fat. The actual number on the scale is arbitrary. It's just, losing 2 pounds of body fat would be nice this week. Not all fights are on Fight Pass. It's annoying. You have to have ESPN Plus too. You have to watch both. Gotta watch both. I'll pass on getting down to 145. Yeah, damage is everything. Damage trumps all. They say that. It doesn't always end up looking like it, but they do say that. Yeah, ESPN Plus is a must, bro. You're not going to rely on the streams anymore. I have a dog, too. She's not a great jogging partner, though. I won't lie to you. Listen, guys, my full UFC Vegas 103 predictions are up now. I know people are telling me to go raid Guru, but if you raid Guru, tell him expert sent you and tell him that it's time he shadow boxes. Guru's link is right there. Go to Guru, tell him expert sent you, and tell him it's time he shadow boxes. He needs to do it for the people. Guru shadow box 2025. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be back at 11 p.m. Eastern time for the Moneyline. So I'll see you guys then. Much love, everyone. Peace out. Bye-bye. If you haven't seen the pics, make sure you check them out. Link up top. Bye-bye.